Whoa, yay, we are live. Make sure
Live.
the audio is good, Mr. Producer. Welcome to the Houston Millennial Podcast. You are watching another episode of our Millennial Monday series. Houston Millennials is an organization that promotes millennial advancement. We do this by placing millennials into positions of power in the public and private sectors. I am your host, Jill Valentine. And for more information, you can visit the website houstonmillennials.com. Become a member today. Guys, today we have a very, very, very special guest. She is a U.S. military veteran, and she is the director of the Houston Millennials membership. I wore blue in honor of her name, Miss Anita Legacy Blue.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, Jill. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here with you today. Hey, what we got going on today?
Hey, we are live from GalaWorks. I love this office space. I know we moved recently.
Yes.
So how do you like our office?
It is very modern. It is bright. And we have our own little space here. So I'm definitely excited about this opportunity for the Houston Millennials to get a new space and be able to come here, and dream together.
Yes, dream with us. Yes, like I said, we are live from GalaWorks, which is the Houston Millennial headquarters. The address is 2425 West Southwest Freeway in Houston, Texas, 77027. Like Anita said, dream with us because that is our slogan for GalaWorks. But Houston Millennials has one that is very, very special, and it's "See you at the top."
See you at the top.
I like when you say, "We can't see you. We can't see you at the top if you're never here."
That's right. You're not present. We can't see you. So.
Okay, so I invited you, Anita, because I always talk about the memberships. I always talk about Houston Millennials and the different committees, and I always mess them up because I just know that I'm an active member, and recently I became a committee member, which is the communications committee, but it hasn't been like all the way structured, so it's not even on the website, the committee I'm on. Okay.
It's new, brand new. Okay, understandable.
Yeah, but what committee are you on?
So actually, I am the director of membership,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm kind of on all the committees, if you will, just being involved and active, and being at all the events to promote membership.
Mm-hmm.
So we always have a table there, and so if anybody's interested, we want to talk a little bit about what it takes to be a member. So we actually have 4 levels of membership.
Mm-hmm.
And we have what's called general membership. That means you're just on our Facebook page, kind of following us, coming out to events. But you're not active. Active is where the party begins, and it's actually a membership that commitment fee that we like for you to pay to be a part of our active membership. It's just $120. That's basically $10 a month. We have 36 events that we do. And so out of those committees, right? So to become an active member, you pay that membership fee, but we want to get you to be a committeeman. That's the 3rd level to move into being, active with us in committees. So what are those committees? We have what's called the networking committee. I think that's the fun committee we call it. Yeah. Everybody comes out to those events last Thursday of every month usually. And we have, special, getting together and networking. So it's super exciting. That's how I became a part of the Houston Millennials. I started going to the networking events and, met Mr. Ivan Sanchez, the CEO, president of the Houston Millennials. And he, we start becoming closer and then, offered me the opportunity and I jumped on it. So networking is one of the committees. We have the politics committee, business committee, as well as community service, women's outreach, health and fitness, and also our executive council, which is what I'm a part of as a director and things like that. So those are kind of like our committees. That is the 3rd part. Being an active member is 2nd. Then you want to be actually commitment, which is the 3rd level. And then you'll get into what's the executive level of leadership. That's the 4th level. So you kind of go through little levels. But we're definitely looking for people. We do have some positions available that are volunteer positions in leadership. So we're looking for you guys. Come out and help us and grow this organization to massive, because we have big vision, big dreams for Houston Millennials. We want to franchise it. We are the Houston Millennials. We're starting this thing off. We want Miami Millennials. We want, Austin Millennials all over the U.S., Wisconsin Wisconsin millennials. We don't care. We want you to come and be a part of this great and phenomenal movement because that's what it is.
I know. I think this organization is very, very special. I think Ivan Sanchez is a genius for doing this with for millennials. I really thank everyone that joins this mission because it's a very positive mission. And so yeah, how long have you been the director of membership?
So it's probably been about 6, 7, 8 months now.
Oh,
We started
okay.
active membership around March timeframe. We opened it up to become an active member. And so, yeah, I've truly enjoyed it. I'm a people person. I just draw energy of
Oh
people.
yeah.
So this is kind of like the best fit for me. And I know some of y'all want to know, well, what's the benefits of, becoming an active member?
Yeah, let me know what is the I know the benefits, but I want to hear from you. But before you tell us,
Okay.
when was your first event that you went to that you started listening or you started following the Houston Millennials, and when did you start getting involved? Well, first, when was the very first event? Tell me about that.
It probably was in 2018. It's been a while because, we
Mhm.
went through COVID, so we didn't have any events. So around 2018, I kind of just saw it on Facebook that they were advertising. They were having these networking events, and I was, trying to planning to retire from the military. And what is my next step? I need to build a network, right? I need to
Mhm.
be able to go into real estate. I'm a realtor, and so I wanted to start looking at that. And how do I make connections? And so it was about 2018. I don't remember the exact event what it was, but I remember around that time frame that I started going like every month, like, hey, they having another one. I want to go. I'm coming there. And they had such cool places. They had
Yeah.
some the clueless places in town that they were having these
Mhm.
events. And it was different from any other thing. You're not just standing around just talking, da, 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 da. It was music. It was, really a upbeat atmosphere. So that's pretty much what drew me to it.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you went to your a networking event and you started seeing like, hey, this networking stuff really works,
Yes.
right? So you retired from the army? I mean, no, not the army. I'm sorry.
No
You were
problem.
in the military, right?
Yeah.
Which branch?
Bridge
Okay.
branch. I know she said the army. Y'all, it's okay. Hey, I love my brother and all of them, all the military. But I was in the best force, which is the Air Force, and
I love
yeah,
it.
I retired like February 21, so it hadn't been very long that I've been out, but I've been busy. Like I was active duty and all the
Oh,
things that I've been doing lately. So
oh my God. So you were there for how, you said 35 years?
35 years, every consistent, no break, just kind of being committed.
Wow. And what was your position in the Air Force?
So when I left, I actually was considered a team leader in Houston. I was working with a program. It's called Counter Drug. It's top secret, so you can't tell nobody. But we were really, doing stuff to catch bad guys, and I was a leader of a team of people doing that. Actually, I was able to retire as an E8, which is one below the highest rank you can reach as an enlisted person. So I was super excited to be able to achieve that. Let me tell you, Jill, I only joined the military. I know people join for commitment to country. Just
Uh-huh.
Anita joined just to buy a car. That's it.
Oh my God.
I needed a car. Mama couldn't do it, and I had to get me some wheels, which I did. So that was.
But we are so lucky to have you here because that is a big commitment, and you're bringing all those skills to here to Houston Millennials, and I know you're making this organization a better place because of everything that you are. So thank you so much for being here. So okay, so I think I am a committee member, so I have one more level, right? To be in leadership. So what
Yes.
does that take to become a leader here in Houston Millennials?
Well, for me, like with my military career, you got commitment, dedication.
Mhm.
Saying what you say you're gonna do, you need to do it. Don't half step, or don't come into the organization for reasons that are not genuine.
Mhm.
Or you really want to help us grow. Some people chase clout. I hate to just be that person, but that's some of the things that have happened. And we want people just to come here and be genuine, really want to help us grow, be involved, and be committed to the organization as much as you can. We all got lives, I understand it, but it's a commitment. And I think that's the biggest thing to go to the next level of leadership, showing up, being committed, and you get recognized. And we do have a procedure here. We have things that
Mhm.
we do to actually get you into leadership. It's not just by osmosis. You are voted in, so it's a process.
Okay, so you have to be voted in.
Yes.
And who votes for you? Like
The executive council. We have an
Okay.
executive council who meets on the board of directors, and they actually are the ones who take a look at everything and then thumbs up or thumbs down. No, we actually vote and decide if we need a little bit more time, for you to be committed and things of that nature. So
Well, I consider myself an unofficial leader of Houston Millennials for
Hey,
starting this podcast.
yes,
Hey.
yes, you're getting that, Jill. That is something.
So one vote. That for me.
No,
I vote for
I vote
myself.
for you too. You
Oh,
got two
thank
votes.
you so much, Anita. Okay. So, okay, that is the four levels of membership we already discussed. And we already discussed the committees. Okay, we have six different committees. Well, it shows six on the website, but there's actually seven. The one that I am part of
Mm-hmm.
is not on the website yet. But yes, we have six different committees, which is the networking committee, the politics committee, the business committee, community service committee, and the women's committee. And that is where I met you, Anita.
Yes,
I
March.
met you in the women's committee, the Bosses in Heels
Trying to tell
event.
you.
Okay, and then we have a health and fitness committee and executive council, like you mentioned earlier. But the women's committee, that is where I met Anita, and I was like, oh my God, I love her energy. She's you look like a leader, you act like a leader. And how was that for you? Getting recognized by the bosses, the Houston Millennials Bosses in Heels.
It was exciting. I was definitely surprised, that when I was told, I was like, me, and so it just surprised me. It was a great experience for me to be able to be with such phenomenal women for that particular event, and to be recognized on the federal, state, and local level by
Mhm.
legislators. And so it was just a great time, great event, and I'm so happy that I had the opportunity. So Bosses in Heels, the women's committee, they are the bomb. Y'all need to come. And women all over, we need you. So definitely look into the Houston Millennials in the women's committee for sure.
Yeah, Congresswoman was there.
Yeah, Sheila Jackson
Yeah, Sheila
Lee,
Jackson Lee was
Ron
there.
Reynolds
The
was
Bosses in
there.
Heels. It was in a phenomenal
Yeah,
event.
Bloom.
Yes, and it's only once a year.
Once a year
We
that they
have to
do
bring
that.
it back.
Oh, yes,
We have
coming
to.
back. March. It'll be back in March.
Yes, because I missed that event. It was so amazing. It was a great venue. It took place at Bloom. If you guys want to check out some footage, you can check it out online on YouTube. There's a Bosses in Heels video that my crew created. So yeah, guys, we are part of the Creative Club Houston, which sponsored today our equipment and our production. So shout out to my team, Creative Club Houston. You can follow them on all social media. And I also want to thank our number one sponsor. Do you know our number one sponsor? Of
I
course,
don't.
you do.
Who is it?
He's very special and he has a show as well on Mondays. Mr. Gilbert Garcia.
Hey, Gilbert. I love him. His energy is good too. I saw him at another event. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gilbert Andrew Garcia has a podcast called A Tip from Gilbert Talk, Inspiration, and Prayer every Monday from 11 a.m. till 12. You can call 832-570-8075 for the Gilbert podcast. So yeah, I really thank Gilbert because he has been very supportive to our generation, and that is very, that's a blessing, to
Absolutely.
keep to bring other people that supports the younger generation, because that's what we need mentorship. We get a lot of criticism, but what
Mm,
we really need is mentorship, because there is a difference between getting criticized and then getting mentorship. So that is why I joined Houston Millennials. I was looking for a mentor because, like, yeah, you can get criticized anywhere, but someone that, oh, everything's okay.
sorry, y'all. Technical difficulty. This big bun is giving me trouble. All right, ahead, Jill. I'm listening.
So yeah, so like I was saying, that is why I joined. So I graduated from the University of Houston broadcast journalism, and I knew I wasn't ready to be a producer at a big network. Hold on, something okay with the headphones?
It's kind of twisted inside out. Kind of twisted inside out. Oh, look at this. See, that's why we need the millennials. I do it like this. It's better.
So do you think
Sorry, y'all.
that this organization is a good place to come and advance your skills and get mentorship?
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons that I joined, because I'm a little older than millennials,
Okay.
but I see goodness in service, right? I consider myself a servant leader,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's very important. Mentorship. That's the only way people will get to the next level, is having somebody who cares enough to kind of guide them. But you got to be a good mentee too. It's a two-way street. Being mentored and being a mentee is listening to the person that is actually going to give you that guidance and kind of following those steps that they give you. So this is a place, a grooming place. That's what I like to see. That's always what I've been about, as far as people and what's the next level for you. I always ask my airmen, what are you doing to get to the next level? And so this is a great place for that. That's what I want to instill and be impactful in that way, definitely.
Hey, I'm trying to get that gold pin.
See, see the shininess.
So the membership is $120, correct?
Correct.
And what do you get with that? Those 100 and is that yearly?
That's yearly.
So that's basically $10 a month.
$10 a month. We have 36 events.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to get more than your money's worth going to the several events. Each committee is responsible for having their own events that they sponsor. And so we have the networking committee, who has 12, which is that one last Thursday of every month. And then you have the business committee that's going to do their actual events. You have the politics committee, also the women's committee, and all those, community service. So everybody committee that you're going to be a part of or want to be a part of, whatever interests you, will have their own events along with the networking events. So there is activity buzzing all the time. So if y'all see something, they always doing something, because we are. And so we got something coming up actually on the 29th of September.
I know. I cannot wait for that event. Yes. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you get to go to 36 events a year, right?
Correct.
And we also get that amazing shirt you're wearing.
Yes.
So with $120, you get to attend 36 events, and you get that beautiful shirt that Anita's a t-shirt that she's wearing, the Houston Millennial t-shirt, and you also get everybody's favorite thing, which is the pin, the Houston Millennial pin.
Yes, we have another one, but in order to get that pin now, you have to be on a committee and work through your committee, and the leadership there will issue you the pin. So what are the benefits of becoming an active member? That's what we want to talk about. So you will get promo codes that nobody else gets to get into those events. So you'll get direct promo codes for all events via text and email. Jill, have you gotten any of my emails?
I have not.
You've not gotten the Houston Millennials emails at all?
Oh, I do. I do keep the Houston
emails.
Oh, okay. So you were in charge of those emails. Oh, okay.
Ivan,
I thought it was Ivan.
Yeah, both of us. We do it at different times, but so we get emails, text messages. So you get promo codes. We have a directory that we're creating. You'll be able to get into that business directory with your business and talk to those events. You'll receive, of course, the t-shirt we talked about, access to exclusive private events. I know we had an event here where we were at the South Polk Stoke Club. That was a private event for active members only.
Yes,
I think we had a phenomenal time.
I didn't get to go, but I wanted to go.
Yes.
But I cannot wait for the next event that is happening Thursday, September 29th of this year, of course. Houston Millennial presents Millennials After Dark, the art of investment. This is going to happen at Sakai, 1505 St. Emmanuel Street, Houston, Texas, 77003. See you there, guys. It's from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. at Sakai. I definitely want to attend this event. I'm super excited because I am so big into investing. I am a big into investing. I'm a private investor. I invest in real estate. Okay. I invest in stocks. I invest in cryptocurrency. So
all the topics.
Yeah. So yes, I'm not too into forex and currency trade, like real currency, not cryptocurrency. But yeah, are you planning to go to that event?
Actually, I'll be out of town.
Oh,
but
man.
It's okay. And I know the last event we missed Sakai, but you definitely want to go to this event. It is about education. We talk about mentorship. We talk about, growing millennials, being knowledgeable in this area, or anyone who wants to level up and are interested in those types of things. Real estate investing, crypto, NFTs is what we'll have for that event. So you definitely want to come out. If you need to get a ticket, hit us up, hit up the Houston Millennials and, get your ticket, because we are promoting this event heavy. This is put on by the business committee. This is one of their events in conjunction with membership networking. So we're all kind of working to make this happen.
We are excited. I definitely want to go to the art of investing because I am interested in learning more, because I am not an expert. I'm not a finance major, but I definitely want to meet someone that can mentor me in that lane as well, because I'm not an expert. And what are NFTs?
You see what I'm saying? We both need to get educated on. I'd say it like I know what I'm talking about, but not.
I
Yeah.
kind of know what NFTs are, but I'm not sure if I have all the information correct. So I have to really understand, and hopefully I do meet people that are into um teaching others how to invest, because I definitely could use that knowledge. And we are seeking for sponsors and vendors. So if you want to sponsor, or if you need a booth for your business, please hit us up. Go ahead and message me, direct message me at Jill Valentine, or my Instagram, Jill Valentine as well, or Houston Millennials. You can directly message them, and somebody will answer your questions on how to become a sponsor or how to become a vendor for this event that is happening again on Thursday, September 29th.
That's
Get
right.
your tickets.
Get them tickets. We want to pack this thing out as usual.
Yes, and also get your office space here at Galaworks. Check out our office, guys. Members get a special discount. Dream with us, guys. This is a beautiful modern space for your dreams to become a reality. We are located on River Oaks, 2425 West Loop South Freeway, floor number 5. Well, that's where we are, but you can probably get another space and another floor. So okay, Anita, so what is Houston Wake Up?
Houston, wake up, man! That's my crew there. Another crew, another networking group is on Clubhouse. It is actually a platform where we, as entrepreneurs, come and talk about different subject matters. We do this on Monday through Friday, from 8 to 9:15 on Clubhouse. We kind of have Mental Health Monday. Today we talked about phobias. Do you guys have any phobias? What are you scared of? Any particular
Ooh.
thing? I know snakes. I can't do it. At the events they be having snakes. I'm far away. I'm doing a Heisman on the events. I don't like the
We
snakes.
do have We do have snakes on our
Yeah.
events sometimes,
Yeah.
and oh my god, I can tell you stories about those snakes. They do wonder, those snakes.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But which one has been your most favorite event that Houston Millennials has hosted?
It's been the arts. The arts. It
The
was so
arts.
many things. Actually, I saw a performance by yourself at the arts. You remember that? You was doing your dance, and Mr. Chapil.
Chipillo.
Yes, he was doing the drums and everything. So it was just so much going on. It was not a boring time. A fashion show. So that event was the bomb. We were looking at each other like, how are we gonna top this? Because it was truly one of the events to remember.
I know. I always remember how it was so nice. You were like, "Oh, you did great," and you were like, "Oh, yeah, I appreciate that." I was super nervous, just like I'm nervous now, but we were gonna overcome all of our phobias,
Yes.
all of our whatever anxieties, everything holding us back. We're gonna overcome it. So, tell me more about your experience during your journey in the Air Force. What was tell me something juicy. What was the hardest thing that you had to overcome?
You know what? Let me tell you. I lived in Alaska.
Oh, so not seeing the sun or
Yeah.
the moon.
I wasn't that deep in it. I was like kind of right there in the middle, in Anchorage. I lived there for 7 years, and coming from Louisiana, that was different. I never experienced snow or anything like that. So still was in the military there. I'm doing my service. I think for me, I want to say it was hard. I learned a lot. I was really, really green. I was really young. I didn't know a lot of things. I joined at 19.
Oh
You
wow!
know,
I
and
I heard it's hard to get into the Air Force.
hey,
You
they
got to
call
be
us
very smart.
the best force and the smart force. No, hey, I'm not knocking nobody else. I love all of y'all. Hey, thank you, Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines. They're my brothers and sisterins. But yeah, the Air Force. I was nervous. I when I took the ASVAB test, I was praying. I was like, I just want to get in the Air Force. So please help me make enough points, and I made it. And so I never thought. I'm gonna tell you, I never thought I'd be in for 35 years. I joined to buy a car, and 35 years later, I still got a car, and so it's hard. It wasn't super hard now that I've looked back on it, but I was just young, and everything's kind of challenging when you're young. You don't know, you don't have all the mentorship you need. And so I think just growing through it and being resilient. I think that's one of my qualities that I have. I'm resilient to be able to stick through it no matter what, and go to the next level every time. With God's grace. So that was it for me. I just was able to grow so much and learn leadership skills, become the leader I am here today, who cares about people.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me a part of your story. I remember whenever you spoke at the Bosses in Hills event, you said that you love this organization because it's so accepting,
Yes, yes, absolutely inclusive. Ivan
inclusive.
Sanchez, has done some great work to
Hmm.
bring, be inclusive, and it doesn't matter who you are, or what walk of life you are in. If you want to be committed and a servant and lead, you can definitely come in and be a part of the organization. That's what we're looking for. People who are, have good hearts, and want to help others grow and into leadership and beyond. If you're interested in politics, want to be, run for some type of office, you can learn that here. Mr. Sanchez, that's what he's doing, right? He that's his lane. He really loves that. And so that's what I kind of like about everything, the inclusivity, and you can
Hmm.
learn and grow into positions of power.
Yes, I know.
Hey.
I love that mission.
Yeah.
Where do you see the organization going to? I know you say that it's going to be nationwide
Eventually, that's the
eventually.
goal, to start different chapters. But you got to build the bench, which we're doing here in Houston, and then you can kind of branch out and go to the next city and grow leaders there. Look who wants to be a part of something like this and understand what the power is in this organization. So in Houston Wake Up, that's how I kind of met Ivan too.
Hmm.
Once the pandemic was over, we went to another the Hilton rooftop. I
Hmm.
was on a 360. Me and him did the 360 together. I was like,
Nice.
"Hey, man, I need to talk to you." He's like, "Okay, okay." Went to another event, right, and caught up with him, and then we met after. It was the first Bosses in Hills
Hmm.
2 years ago at down.
Yeah,
It was BC.
yeah, something like
Yes,
that. I
yeah,
can't
it's a
pronounce
couple
that
of them.
French name.
Yes, we. And so that just that kind of thing. But I see expanding, looking for other leaders to go throughout the United States. That's the goal ultimately. But we're definitely building a bench here in Houston.
Nice. I know. I am very, very excited to see where this organization is going. That's why I thought it would be a great idea to start a podcast, to meet
Yes,
people like you and inspire others with your story. So, okay, so you are also a realtor, correct? Can
correct.
you tell everyone where to find you?
You can find me on as far as my social media. Legacy Blue is on Facebook and Instagram. Legacy Blue 66. I am an author too. I did write a
Oh,
little
nice.
ditty, a little book. Before I retired, I was
Oh, you
actually
sure
able to
brought
do
us a
that. I
copy.
know. I thought about it after. I was like, I looked at it too, and I was like, I'm not gonna need my book. And so
Yes.
my bad. But
What is it about?
it's really about my journey in the military, pieces of it, and becoming a leader is in plain sight. So it's called Breakthrough Success. It's on Amazon. Anita Renee Blue. That's my government name. Uh, and so you can look it up if you're interested and learn a little bit more about my story. Coming out in the LGBTQ plus community in the military, kind of hiding in plain sight is what I really called it. And I was able to go through the ranks and stay out of trouble and stay out of the radar to get to where I was. But it was a hard journey to not be your authentic self.
Breaking Through Success. Is that the
Mhm.
name? And you
Breakthrough
can
success. Breakthrough
and you
success.
break through success.
Mhm.
Breakthrough success. And you can find it on Amazon.
On
Oh
Amazon.
my
Mhm.
God. I can't wait to get that. I need to get that book from you.
Yes.
I wish you would have brought me a
I know.
copy.
I'll get you
So
one though. I'll get you
so
one.
who are your mentors? Who do you listen to for motivation?
You know,
Miss Anita
my
Blue.
my faith is really, I don't want to go too deep, but I'm really believe in divine intervention and what can happen when you believe that's me. Because a lot of times there was nobody there
Mhm.
but me, and I had to go on, get on my knees and really try to get myself out of certain situations, right? Because as I'm a private person, my generation a little bit, we're not as open. We kind of keep things close to the chest, and that's why we talk about mental health on Mondays
Uh-huh.
because you really need to take care of that and be able to voice it, even if it's just getting it out sometimes, right? Not holding stuff in. And so I think for me, that was a big part. But I do have a couple. I know I had Miss Shante Cooper. She was one of the actual first Black colonels, female at Ellington Field. They just yes, did that for her not too long ago.
Oh,
And she actually was
nice.
at my retirement. She actually retired me from the military. So Miss Shante Cooper was one. I had Mr. Ian. Can't think of his Ian. Can't think of his name right, but he was actually at the state headquarters. When I finished and retired, I had really ranked up to the ranks. I was at the state headquarters in Austin. Not too many people get to go up there. So I
Oh,
mean, my life, if I
wow.
really think about it and told all of my story, it would really it probably surprised myself even today as a non-millennial. Looking good though, y'all see.
Hey.
But just a lot of people at the right time came into my life and just kind of spent into it, or poured into me. I know Miss Shante Cooper told me one time, you said you always go for what you want. Let them make them tell you no.
Mhm.
If y'all don't listen, nothing else. Don't ever not try to go for what your dreams are, what your goals are. Make them tell you no. And if it's really your goal, it's really in your soul, you go beyond that and keep going until somebody tells you yes, right?
Mhm.
So that's what was a big part of, she helped me a lot. Shante Cooper, she's actually in San Antonio, Texas. She just called me the other day, says she's got a real estate license. And she's
Nice.
like, now want to mentor her. She's like, well, I need your help. I don't know nothing about this thing. And so you never know, it comes full circle. So that's
Mhm.
exciting for me too. That's the next step with her.
Nice. You do commercial or real estate? Real estate.
Just residential
Residential
real
real estate.
estate. Helping you get your new house. Now, I went to a training for commercial. That is an area. If anybody's interested, definitely look into commercial area. I was just down in Dallas, and then Fort Worth, doing something for the LGBTQ plus
Mhm.
Real Estate Alliance. I'm actually the vice president for them, and been doing some traveling, and it's been exciting to. What we're really working on is diverse groups, right? That still have been marginalized. So everybody kind of has their little arena. And so I'm a big part of that as a servant leader again, as something else that I'm a part of. So I think, I enjoy this. This is something I enjoy. I'm keep thinking I'm supposed to be doing something else, but obviously not because God keep giving me these opportunities to do this type of work.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for supporting the LGBTQ community as well.
Oh,
I am
absolutely.
also a part of the community. I identify as queer, but I you say that you are not a millennial, correct?
Hmm.
You are an older generation.
Yeah, an older generation. Generation. What's the one before before the baby boomers? What generation is that?
I'm mentioning this because did you run into a lot of scrutiny,
Oh,
or were you did you have trouble coming out as a what are queer woman or
no, be a lesbian.
okay,
Hmm.
so okay, you were in the Air Force and this was like you're not a millennial.
Yeah.
Millennials are a little bit more inclusive and more free to be themselves.
Hmm.
So were you in the closet, as people say it,
Yes.
for a long time and
Yes.
weren't allowed to be yourself?
Correct.
And that is very, very, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of cruel, to have to be in that position.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about what you ran into? What kind of stuff you had to keep inside and how you dealt with that?
Just a lot of things. I think what helped me so much was I just was a happy person.
Hmm.
I didn't hold many grudges, but I think I couldn't be my authentic self. I couldn't say, "Oh, I got a girlfriend," or
Yeah.
I have a wife. Or they were people. They put over 100,000 people out of the military because they
Oh my God.
identified as LGBTQ. So I was an active guard member, so it wasn't as bad for me as far as investigations and people telling people they were parking outside of actual clubs and taking pictures of people. So it was really a tough situation. A lot of people did lose their careers over that. And so I want to shout out to anybody who that ever happened to. Blessings to you and your family. I'm sorry it happened. And I was just one of the ones who was able to fly enough under the radar to to survive it. But they did change it back in 2012, and I was able to marry my beautiful and lovely wife at this point in today.
Yay,
But
congratulations.
yeah, it took me a long time. I wasn't even on social media until 2012 because of everything that was going on. I didn't want nobody's looking at me, investigating me, just trying to
What?
trying to
So
maintain.
really you had to like really keep it to
Yeah,
yourself
pretty
because
much.
you run the risk of losing your job, losing everything just because you identify as a lesbian or something
Yes.
that is so wrong. That
Yeah.
is super wrong. I'm so happy times are not like that because I hear about the stories and that's horrible to
Yeah.
have to hide your loved one or have to hide who you are.
Yeah.
So thank you for putting awareness into that topic as well because it should this kind of discrimination should have never existed in
No
any
discrimination.
form, in any form of discrimination. I do not agree with that, because like everybody should be able to love who they want to love.
Absolutely.
Everyone should be able to date who they want to date and like who they want to like, and to impose on something like that, somebody else imposing on who you can have feelings for. I find that, wow, like completely fascinated with the audacity
Oh,
of some
yeah.
people.
Hmm. Yep.
It's just, I just cannot believe it. And when I hear stories from someone that went through that kind of scrutiny, yeah, it pisses me off.
All right now, and I feel you. I feel you wholeheartedly. That was a part of why I did write the book, because that pretty much is what I'm talking about. Just being in that situation and how I was able to come out on the other side.
Mhm.
That's 5 things that I pretty much talk about me and becoming a leadership that are important to me. And I think it's, I call it 3 C's, a H and a P. Three
Mhm.
C's, H and a P. That's a military. We always got to do acronyms. And so first C is going to be commitment, right? You got to be committed if you're looking to be a leader. It's a certain amount of commitment. You want to have clarity. What's your role? What are you doing? How am I moving forward? What do I want? If I'm over a team of people, what do I want for them? So it's commitment, clarity. You got to be courageous. You think I could have made it 35 years without any courage? I know I'm not bragging on myself. I'm bragging God bless me to be able to be a vessel to survive it and be able to tell a story here today. And so
You
that's a big
brag,
part
girl.
of it.
You brag.
And you
35
gotta have some
years.
courage.
Whoa.
Got to have a little courage. I'm just telling you. And I think for me, the H is, humility. I was
Mhm.
always humble. I never had the big head. I always cared about people. I always wanted to, how you doing? How's your family doing? What you doing next? How can I help you if I can? I always wanted to be a mentor and try to tell people, this is what I think, take it or leave it. But that's a part of that, being humble. And you gotta have a passion. You gotta be passionate.
Mhm.
What are you passionate about? What gets you up in the morning? What makes you feel good? What's going to be your dream job? I've been talking to myself a little bit more about that now, and I think God is leading me in a certain place.
Mhm.
And I just need some other things to fall into place to make it happen for myself. But I'm excited about where I'm at today to be a part of this organization, the Houston Wake Up. I'm with LGBTQ plus Real Estate Alliance. So all of these things are forming the leader. I think I'm still growing to be the leader, ultimate leader that I like to be.
So, when does Houston Wake Up happens?
It's on Mondays through Fridays from 8 in the morning to 9:15 Central Standard Time. We're there every day. We do mental health Mondays, Tuesday News Day, Winning Wednesday. Thursday we talk about business strategy. And on Friday we play a game. Game on. Let's go.
Every day. That is some commitment. And
Trying to tell you.
how does Clubhouse work?
Clubhouse working wherever. It's just a platform that's like a
Mhm.
24-hour radio station. Right.
Okay.
It's all voice. It's no visuals. And you just can get on there and talk about pretty much any subject matter that you like.
Okay.
You can build a club. We call our Club Action Impact, Houston Wake Up. And you just get on there and talk about whatever's interests you and try to draw your audience in. And so we have some real loyal followers. I have a co-moderator, Mr. Tristan Holmes. We kind of came up with it together. And so we've been doing it over a year and a half now. We've been doing it for a
Nice.
nice long time. So we're excited that it is continuing to grow and bring content. We used to just come on there and just talk about business, but then people started mentioning mental health and different things. And so we just kind of created a little schedule and a show.
Nice. Okay, so I learned something new. Clubhouse
Yeah.
is a platform, but you don't need any of this stuff, right? You don't
Mm-mm, you
need
don't have
a
to. Mm-mm. Just your phone.
microphone. You just use your phone, and everybody just connects, and you just like listen to. It's like kind of like a club. No, a clubhouse.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I get it. And it's like everybody has their own channel, right?
You're right. Well, you have your own club. So you just basically, it's an app. You
Mm-hmm.
open the app, you kind of create a profile with a bio, get on there, and you just start talking. You can pop into different rooms about any subject matter that interests you, and then you can listen. So you're in an audience, and if you want to speak, you can come up on the stage. All right, and then you can talk and voice your opinion on whatever the topic is. And so it's a little interesting. You can type in a chat, so it's great. I think if everybody who's not on Clubhouse, at least come check it out, find something interests you, and makes this is another networking platform. I met so many people from
Mm.
across the U.S. off of this platform. So it's
And you
definitely a
do it
networking thing.
every day.
Every day.
That's some commitment.
Trying to tell you
Nice.
that commitment. That's part of my leadership. Commitment, courage.
Nice. Okay, so how many members does Houston Millennials have so far?
Well, on the Facebook page,
Yeah.
that are general members, we have like 9,000. 9,000 people are following the Houston Millennials. Thank y'all so much. We definitely appreciate it. but our active members is right over 100.
Okay.
So we're actively recruiting active members. We want y'all to
Yes,
come and
come and
join
get
us.
involved. There's so many fun things to do. So
Yes.
many fun people like Legacy Blue. I'm so honored that you were here. You actually we're starting to interview the leadership,
Absolutely.
the leaders, the people that actually run Houston Millennials. So you are the very first of the leadership series.
All right.
So I am so happy to know you because you are a great mentor. You always greet us millennials with a happy smile. Your support means everything to me because, like I said, millennials have, they don't, they criticize millennials
Yeah.
so much. They dissect everything they do. But like I said, we don't need criticism. We need mentorship.
Yeah.
So that's why I like people like Legacy Blue, like yourself, because you do come with those intentions to mentor us. You don't come with that, oh, I'm older than you, so I'm
Mm.
better and I know best. You
Nope.
come with an open heart, with a smile, very embracing, very warm, and that is what we need. We need someone to mentor us and yeah, I mean, criticize us a little bit if we're doing something wrong, but yeah, we do need a mentor. And thank you so much for being a mentor to the Houston Millennials and for being here to support us and for coming to all of our events. And is there any final words that you want to give to the viewers and to everybody listening?
Absolutely. What I would like to say is just congratulations, Jill, on you doing this and starting the podcast. I'm excited for you and Chapil,
Thank you.
and moving forward with this, being a part of communication committee. That's another
Yes.
committee we're adding, right? And just say, the Houston Millennials are looking to put uh, anybody in positions of power. Millennials is the goal. Like myself, I saw a need. I wanted to help out. And then, it's the next level. But people recognize leadership in you, right? And so if you're a leader and you want to come and help and be committed to something great, this is a movement. You can be a part of the Houston Millennials. So just go to the website, HoustonMillennials.com, read about everything. We got a brand new website, Jill. Ooh, it's looking fly. And, you see membership that, click that and put in the information. Or if you have more questions, reach out definitely on the actual, the Facebook group or IG, send a message and get your questions answered and come and be a part of something great. Come dream with us. Come enjoy the fun times, all the events that we plan. We're already planning for 2023 events. And so Ivan Sanchez has done a fantastic job. He's gathered a great group of people. We're looking for more people who want to be leaders here at the Houston Millennials. Active membership is where it's at to move to committees and then on to the executive council. Come on, let's do it.
Yes, that's right, guys. So thank you so much for everybody watching today. Thank you again to our beautiful, beautiful special guest. And guys, we are here every Monday at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So if you want to be part of the Houston Millennials podcast, go ahead and let us know. We are here for you, to support our members. Get involved. If you have any questions about memberships, go ahead and visit HoustonMillennials.com and see you where, Anita?
At the
The
top.
top.